Mr. Ashiru, this is something that would give anyone, concern. You're a political scientist. How do you see this affecting the people?
Which one of them?
The issues of the card readers not working. Just, of course, another example is that of Bauchi, where the materials and the officials are not even there yet.
Obviously, these are very serious challenges, year in, year out, when you talk about elections in Nigeria in 2011, in 2015. And here we are, in spite of all, the assurances from INEC about its configuration, its preparedness. It's having several reserves in the store, to bring up in the event of all of these kind of complaints. I think that what is actually needed is for us to rethink this entire procedure. Unfortunately, the dominant narrative is that some of these things are cast in iron. I disagree. Let us start from the idea of democracy. Democracy is democratic, rule by the people. And that's why, I get easily agitated when I hear VIPs, all of these concepts, that I've listened to since I've been watching this program. The idea of VIP is antithetical to democracy. Here you have somebody is trying to vote, and about 20 people are coagulating around him, creating unnecessary disruption in the process. And then quite a number of people will be disenfranchised because card readers are not working. And I want to say without any fear of equivocation that the problem of card reader is not new. And here we are is the same complaint. So I think that, like Rafsanjani said earlier, maybe after this election, we will need to have, a thorough conversation about rethinking this idea of democracy and its processes. If Nigeria is so large that we can't conduct an election in one day, why can't we compartmentalize?
But if we have to come in 2015, this, as you said, the failure of a card reader is not new to our process. It started the last election cycle in 2015. But what do you think that will result to, or should I say INEC now resort to, bringing back the incident forms, since some of these areas are having this same challenge we had in 2015?
Well, you see, for me, the question of incident form is also treating the symptom. I think what we should do is to go to the cause. Let's get down to the root of the matter. In 2015, elections were postponed. In 2019, elections had been postponed. Why? Logistics from INEC. So that tells me that maybe INEC cannot cope.
Okay, well, some of the other areas which we refer to, because we're seeing these voting processes continue time and again. Earlier, we did talk about, I think it was in Pt.11 in Lekki, where rather than the cubicle, we saw the rope and the cloth. But if we could go through those images again, we'll see Logistical Dangote also voting today. But incidentally, you see that this is properly labeled now. We see the presidential,
The
senatorial,
and the House of Representatives.
Now there's a cubicle here.
Yeah.
Unlike Pu-17 in Lekki, where we saw a cloth and the rope. So it makes it difficult.
I mentioned to you the other
That's
time.
Africa's richest man, by the way. Alhaji Aliko Dangote.
Did he contribute to this election?
Is it what?
He didn't contribute to this election.
In what way? By casting his vote?
No, by money. When you said he's the richest man.
I don't know. I'm not
I just but I mentioned the other time. That's
a Forbes report, by the way. He's Africa's richest man.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I also mentioned the other time.
Just put your legs up for
it. No, I am not falling for it.
I think the process, has actually gone very well, despite people thinking that it might not really go very well. You can see that it's very peaceful. You know, I haven't really seen any area where people are fighting or whatever. So I'm sure we'll get over it. You know, the anxiety is there. People are very anxious of just getting, you know, getting it done. You know, and knowing who is going to be our next president and our members of the National Assembly.
So those are some of the issues that people really need to address, the challenges that they face. We've seen that time and again. They've brought them to our notice. We also do hope that those hotlines that INEC did provide, that people need to call those hotlines, engage those lines. And, okay, I've not been able to try them, but I hope my colleagues will try. Let's hope they go through.
Well, I heard Mr. Aliko Dangote say the other time that, you know, we'll get there. You know, it's a very long, arduous trip.
But it's not cast in stone still.
Yeah, but we will get there. We're not Israelites. 40 years for a 40-day journey. You know, it's taking quite long.
Do you get agitated as well?
Everyone gets agitated. Only I just can't allow it to show, you know. You know, so yeah, Mr. Ashiru, you were talking the other time about, you know, the whole process and everything. Well, the post-mortem will happen after the election. But at this time, how much of this is likely to affect the process is something that's giving a number of people concern.
Well, that we can only answer after the aggregation of all of these, you know, probably later today or very early hours of tomorrow morning, when we get reports from virtually all the states and all the polling units. But, well, the chairman of INEC told us that INEC is the most improved public institution in Nigeria. Well, that's his assessment, but what we're seeing now negates that assertion.
Ms. Alabi, it's interesting that all of this is happening now. You have observed elections, you know, far and wide and all of that, and all of these things are happening this way. I want to believe that we have moved forward, albeit slowly.
Certainly, we have moved forward. But like you rightly said, we're not the Israelites. It shouldn't take 40 years. I mean, this is not rocket science. So when you have to conduct an election of this magnitude, and you're only getting funding and prepping in less than 12 months, you plan to fail. It's as simple as that. Also, you know, this reliance on technology, when we know that the infrastructure cannot support it, is also planning for failure. So we have to ask ourselves some hard questions. We've got to revisit that act, strip away the non-core activities that currently are overburdening INEC, and let INEC focus on the election itself. It has too many duties all around the electoral process, which it doesn't need to carry out. Why, for instance, can we not use our national identity card to vote, to identify ourselves as voters? Why do we have to have a PVC? That's a question that nobody's given me an answer to.
Okay, so
why don't we use the BVNs and merge data? Okay. We're collecting data in silos. Yeah. And it's not necessary. We can merge the data. What's the reason for the PVC? It's to identify the voter.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
You know, we did say earlier on that INEC's National Commissioner on Voter Information, Festus Okoye, who was on the program earlier, said he was going to get back to us or get back to the country and respond to some of those challenges that were faced. So we're expecting that he might have gone back, he must have gone back to the Situation Room and gotten a lot more of those. So hopefully he should be briefing anytime soon so that Nigerians will get to hear what exactly INEC is doing, how are they responding to all of those challenges that have been identified, the functionality of the Situation Room to respond to all of those hotlines that they have. How can people Are they accessible? So those are the things we expect him to speak about anytime soon.